Hi, I'm Carrie Day. I'm a Somatics practitioner, and I am 36 weeks pregnant. And, I'm going to demonstrate a couple of Somatic moves for pain relief during pregnancy and beyond. So this is pain relief for everyone really, but being pregnant is especially challenging and sometimes can be hard on the body and create patterns that we're not used to at other non-pregnant times. So today I'm going to demonstrate arch and flatten, seated arch and flatten. Usually arch and flatten is done on the back, but sometimes it can be uncomfortable for us pregnant ladies to be on our backs for a long time. So we're going to do it seated and see where we go. So let's start seated a little on the edge of the chair. I have to start a little wider than hip width apart because if I go parallel, it's a little uncomfortable with my belly here. So a little wider than hip width apart, but keeping the knees straight and right on top of your sit bones. So I'm going to turn to the side and we'll start. So sitting up nice and straight and making sure you're on the edge of a chair and feeling your sit bones pretty even back and forth. So give it a little roll in the pelvis, back and forth and side to side. And then taking a deep breath in, just start with the breath, inhaling into the belly and exhaling out. And starting to roll the pelvis, so rolling forward, tipping the pelvis forward on that inhale, and exhale, tucking under as much as is comfortable, because there's that baby in the way. It might be a little uncomfortable to tuck under. And inhaling. And exhale. Keeping the head nice and easy. Shoulders relaxed. And just for fun, start to experiment with making the movement a little slower and smaller until you find come back to center. So inhaling, still tilting forward, but a little smaller, and exhaling. And see if you can find that neutral place right in the middle. Even weight on the sit bones left to right. Feeling like you're not too tilted forward or sinking back. Just nice and straight in the middle. And there's your basic Somatics arch and flatten. So this Somatics move is called the wash rag. And again, usually the wash rag is done on the floor. On your back, but being in pregnancy, it's a little hard to be on your back sometimes, so we're going to do it seated. So first thing is to sit on the edge of a chair, sit bones underneath, make sure you wiggle a little bit side to side, front and back, just to see where your sit bones are, right in the center. And sit parallel feet. So I have to sit with my feet a little wider than hip width apart. So if you can go here, that's fine, but my belly's in the way, so I need to come out a little bit. So arms out to the side, and first thing, one arm up, one arm down, one palm down, and just switch. Just moving through. And you see the whole arm is twisting, so as it goes down, the shoulder goes forward, and as it goes up, the shoulder goes back. So everything twists. So one side, alternating. And the next move is turn toward the upturned hand. So you want to look toward the upturned hand. So slowly twisting It's like you're wringing out a wash rag across your back. The shoulder blades gliding on the rib cage. Next thing, let's add the lower body to this. So looking at one palm, the palm that's up, just drop your knees to one side, to the opposite side you're looking, and then switch. So it's a little bit of a twist, so you're going down the back, wringing out the spine, getting a little twist in the waist. Nice and gentle, slow movement. And then bring that back to center, lower the arms, and there you go, the wash rag. Alright, so now we're going to try a seated knees press forward. So again, sitting on the edge of a chair, sit bones right in the center, give a little wiggle, and constantly check in with your sit bones. Just going back and forth, forward and back, just making sure you have that awareness of being right on your sit bones. So, and feet a little wider than hip width apart, if that's comfortable. And then just pressing knees forward. So pressing one knee forward, and this will make your pelvis twist a little bit. And other knee forward. So the pelvis is twisting. This is opening up the pelvis, helping the SI joint be nice and loose. So in pregnancy, our pelvis is pretty loose anyway. We have relaxin that opens up all the joints and the ligaments to help open up, to make room for baby. And this knees pressed forward helps to keep those joints loose and not tighten up. So as the knee presses forward, you notice one hip goes forward, the other one comes back. And move slowly, just gliding through. And if you want, you can add a little bit of a twist too. So notice when one knee goes forward, this hip comes back. You can keep going in that twist to look over the shoulder. And coming back to center. This knee goes forward, this hip comes back, looking over this shoulder. Just get a nice twist from that knee all the way up to the shoulder. Slowly back to center. And this is like when you're pulling out of your driveway, you've got your foot on the gas or the brake, and you're looking over your shoulder to see, so the whole body gets involved. And this will help with after pregnancy, before pregnancy. Really anyone can use this, but for pregnancy it's great to get those pelvis bones moving.